Well, here we are again at the 2014 National Field Days at Mystery Creek, and with me now is Mr. Stu Chapman, the CEO of Elders. Welcome along, Stu. How's it going?
Good, Tony. It's really good out there. It's pretty busy.
Yeah.
Weather's holding out so far.
Yeah,
it's here yesterday as well. Weather was good.
We've had some fairly big showers, but that drives people in to have a yarn.
Yeah.
You know, you'll be catching up with a lot of people this week.
Oh yeah, I've caught up with a lot of people. I mean, yesterday had appointments, but today's been a free day, and it's amazing just wondering how many people you do catch up with and talk about what's happening out there. And I mean, you're talking to cockies, you're talking to suppliers or other people in the industry, and it's a great place to have a chin wag and just catch up.
Yeah. Now, a lot of talk about the dairy all these days, but how's it going out there with the sheep and beef?
Beef is strong. Sheep meat's improving. The wool is improving, and our Just Shorn program goes from strength to strength in the US.
Yeah. So now, what's the news? Latest news there with Just Shorn?
So we're in about a bit over 500 stores, Carpet One and Flooring America, and we've just had a record month in May. Did about somewhere between 9 and 10,000 square yards just for the month of May, and so we're pretty stoked the way the growth is coming. All in carpet. 100% wool carpets, Just Shorn carpets.
So what's pushing that?
Well, it's the Carpet One. It's the education that we're providing to both retailers and consumers. Obviously, our website, people go on the website and check it out before they get looking to make a decision. And it is education because, as everybody knows, there's probably a generation, maybe two, that have lost contact with wool or haven't even heard of it. And it's amazing how some of the stores that we're dealing with up there have never sold wool in their life. And once we talk to them about wool and how they can sell it and give them the confidence, we might see them at a convention, 12 months later, and they say, oh, well, this wool's easy to sell. Yeah. So that's fantastic.
Yeah. So how often do you get to go over there? Because, I mean, with the website, that's great, but...
Twice a year. So we go to convention in January, which is obviously their winter convention. That's their big convention.
It's huge, is it?
2,500 people. And a big commercial show floor, probably the size of 2 rugby grounds. It's huge, and we get always the pride of point. We're right up the front. We're in what they call the main pavilion, which is where what you might call the vendors that have pride of place. Yeah. So that's the importance that CCA is showing on it. We're always there, whereas others get there for a session and then moved away, and we've always been there from day one, so we're pretty thrilled.
And stick in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Good for sheep farmers.
Yeah, now what about live export?
Yeah, so we've got a couple of shipments on the go at the moment. We've done a couple earlier on, one in calf one. These two that we're currently procuring for are all rising 12-month-old Friesian heifers. Yeah. So we're basically just about got them all bought.
In calf?
No, we did a previous in calf one back in March.
That's interesting. How long are they on the boat?
Oh, only about 14 days, maybe 16 days, depending on the weather. They handle a piece of cake. It's no problems at all.
Yeah. So it's taken off the live export and just getting into it?
Oh, there's a lot going up. All ours are going to China, of course, and they're pretty fussy. They want F12, F16s. So there's a lot of competition out there, and procurement's not easy, but we're the biggest exporter, so we managed to get the numbers. We've got a good livestock team out there, and we managed to fill the ships every time, which is the main thing. I mean, every shipment's 4,000 cattle, so it's a hell of a lot of cattle. Yeah.
4,000 on the boat?
Yep.
Yeah. You've been on the boat and had a look?
I have. They're amazing. They are absolutely amazing. I mean, there are people that criticise live export. We get very few losses, if any. Some shipments we get nothing. Yeah. You might get an odd one from time to time for various reasons, but
the livestock, you got dead stock.
Yeah, well, I mean, we wouldn't lose any more on a ship than what you would if you had 4,000 cattle in a paddock. I mean, so it's amazing. They're well fed. You've got plenty of water. You've got a vet travelling with them, and a couple of stockmen. So and they're mucked out every day. I mean, the boats are amazing. They're basically livestock floating hotels in a lot of respects.
So it'd be good to have a look at it.
Oh yeah, you should when you get a chance. I mean,
where are they pulling out
of
town?
We always go out of Napier.
Napier, yeah.
We've done one out of Timaru, but majority of our cattle are sourced in North Island. So we quarantine in the North Island as well. So all of our shipments basically go out of Napier. But if you ever get the chance, you should go and have a look at them, because it's a real eye opener, and I mean it would satisfy anybody who had concerns about the animal welfare of those cattle on these ships.
Yeah, it'll be a good, interesting one for us to go and film, Stu.
Absolutely, it would be. Yeah, get it out there and let people understand what happens.
Yeah,
because there's nothing, there's nothing clever about it. There's nothing underhand. It's, it's all very well done, and we make sure that animal welfare is priority.
Yeah. So the farmers are fairly happy out there in general that you've been around seeing, Stu?
I think there's a reasonably strong positive attitude out there.
Yeah.
I think that the sheep and cattle guys are feeling a little more buoyant than they have been. We'd like to see wool prices still continue to climb. They are as we talk, but it's good to see a bit of positive market information coming back about red meat, and in particular sheep meat and beef. And I mean, I think we'll see a $5 kilo beef schedule in the winter in the North Island. So I mean, I think we're about $4.80 at the moment. So it's good money. I mean, it's never enough.
Exactly.
You know what it's like, but it's still good money. Yeah.
And very good to see you walking here with a couple of pairs of 100% wool socks.
Absolutely. I mean, I've just built a new house and put in the best wool carpet that Godfrey Hirst could supply, because if I hadn't, I'd have been skinned if somebody had turned up there.
That's great. Thank you very much, Joe.
Pleasure, Tony. Anytime.
Cheers. Okay.